Here are all of the corporate jobs that I've quit and why. Starting off strong with my first full-time job as an application engineer, making $66,000. In this position, I ended up being like a middleman between our engineering team and the sales team. There's a lot of emails, a lot of traveling to fun places, so I'll give it that. Now, I quit this job after 1 year. They treated us like frat pledges. We literally got hazed. They had us all take a half day off of work and go to a bar, and they made us chug beer and answer inappropriate questions about our coworkers. Of course, I didn't because I'm very stubborn and you can't tell me what to do. And you know, I took my butt straight to HR and told them everything. The next job I quit was as a product manager making $75,000. I quit this after 2 years. I actually enjoyed this position and I liked my coworkers and we got to travel a good bit. Overall, very positive. But during COVID, they brought us back to the office full time in June 2020, which I thought was crazy. So I took my butt yet again to the VP of HR and I said, "Are you trying to kill us?" And he said, no, but we can give you a private office if that works. So I had a private office for like a year and my boss didn't even have a private office. Oh, I just remembered, I quit on the same day I had to move from the private office back to a cubicle. I thought that was kind of funny. Then the next job was also as a product manager making $90,000. I quit this job after 7 months because it was a hot mess. In the interview process, they made it sound like it was kind of startup vibes. They're trying to build, they're growing really fast. But when I got into the position, I realized everyone was related to the owner somehow. They would all like pray during their meetings. And I even got in trouble for cussing. I wasn't even cussing like out loud, like in meetings. It was during lunch to the person sitting next to me. I like said shit or something. There were zero processes. No one knew what they were doing at all. And it actually made me miss working at a big bureaucratic company with a bunch of red tape because at least I could learn something there. The final straw though was when I put my pronouns in my email signature and HR said, "Hey, your email signature isn't approved. You need to make it match mine." And I was playing very coy because I wanted them to say they didn't like pronouns. So I updated the formatting to be the same as theirs and was like, "Oh, is this better?" And then they emailed me and said, "Take the pronouns out." Gotcha. In writing. Immediately set up a meeting with the CEO and I said, "Is this how you run your company? You have a problem with pronouns?" And then I quit. And it was honestly great timing because 2 months later, they laid off 30% of the workforce. I have a rule where the first time a job makes me cry, I'm applying obsessively for a new position. I think it helps me channel my rage into something actually productive and it's always paid off, literally. Lesson learned, don't settle for a shitty job. If there's one thing about me is I don't sit in silence and complain. I will be loud. I will complain loudly and I will also get a new job.